YouTube can throttle us.
They can suppress us.
But they can't stop a text message.
Gavin Newsom just pardoned an illegal immigrant convicted of attempted murder to shield him from deportation. But that's not even the worst part. Wait till you hear what he told a black audience about his intelligence level and why he thinks that makes him relatable. You see, this isn't just about one corrupt governor's bad decisions. This is about the complete breakdown of law and order in Democrat-controlled states. When governors pardon violent criminals to prevent deportations, they're essentially declaring war on American citizens. When they pander to minority communities by claiming they're stupid too, they're revealing their true racist beliefs about voters. Newsom's actions show us exactly what Democrats think of both public safety and minority intelligence. They believe criminals deserve protection over citizens, and they believe telling black Americans, "I'm dumb like you," counts as connection. This is the future of America if we don't stop this madness. And speaking of things that are happening behind the scenes while politicians distract us, some breaking news that is breaking quietly. Most people missed it completely, but we're here to tell you. While headlines focused on Newsom's latest disasters, the Trump administration just released a document that could fundamentally reshape America's mining sector forever. Now, this is real, and I've actually been on the ground at the VCUFF location in Canada. It is absolutely fascinating, the work they're doing there. It's real, my friends. It's unfolding right now under Executive Order 14241. This goes far beyond typical policy changes. We're talking about potential massive shifts in how America sources critical minerals. Smart investors are paying very close attention to companies like VCUFF, as am I. They're positioned in Canada's Golden Triangle region. I was there, boots on the ground. Now, while politicians play games, real economic transformation is happening. The mining sector could see unprecedented opportunities as America prioritizes domestic resource security. So don't let political theater distract you from real wealth-building opportunities. Visit the link that is down below for your exclusive briefing to learn how this executive order could impact your financial future. Because while Newsom pardons criminals, smart money follows real policy changes. But here's what makes Newsom's pandering even more insulting. He's not actually stupid. He went to Santa Clara University and comes from extreme wealth. This man is literally pretending to be intellectually disabled to connect with black voters. Meanwhile, he's simultaneously releasing violent criminals back onto the streets of communities that he claims to care about. Robbie Starbuck posted this yesterday. A child, you can see it, I won't even read that word, who was supposed to be jailed for life, got released due to Gavin Newsom signing a law. He writes, I personally know a mom who had her daughter taken in California while he was governor for refusing to transition her daughter. And then the daughter did something you can see on the screen there. I can't even say. What is Gavin Newsom saying now?
No doubt that the Democratic Party needs to be, dare I say, more culturally normal. I believe that. Less prone to spending disproportionate amount of time on pronouns, identity, politics. More focused on tabletop issues, things that really matter, the stacking of stress in terms of electricity bills and child care costs and health care and obviously housing costs, and how easily we get trapped in that, how I've fallen prey to that. I mean, here I was, way out front on marriage equality. So I understand this from both on the receiving end of this.
Oh my God. The guy is the slickest, dirtiest politician I've ever seen. I mean, just his facial expressions, his hand gestures. Everything about that guy is just sick. Gavin Newsom says the Democrat Party needs to be more culturally normal and focus on less things like pronouns. Yeah, sure. This sets up Newsom's policies hurting kids while Democrats scramble to defend him. Which brings us to our next tweet. Illinois Democrat Representative Jonathan Jackson defending Gavin Newsom. Republican blacks are like out of their mind. They're insane. What?
This is like a hair trigger moment that's absolutely ridiculous. I think it's blown way out of proportion. If they want to talk about race and vulnerability, talk about.
But would you say that if it was a Republican?
Jobs Yeah, I mean, well, Republican blacks are like out of their mind. They're insane in so many levels, and I would say that absolutely. Anytime you have your civil rights being attacked, your voting rights, the 40,000 black women that have lost their jobs, the disrespect to the black community, and all these top-tier government officials, it's been a concerted attack on the African-American community.
They're insane, huh? Yeah. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that's exactly what these guys are doing. This defensive reaction from Illinois shows Democrats are rattled, but watch how Newsom himself goes on the offensive instead of addressing the child safety crisis. Watch this.
You punch these guys, they're paper tigers. Their weakness masquerading as strength. That's Donald Trump. I believe it. I appreciate that. It's true.
Is that
Breaking things is not strength.
Oh, boy.
Tearing things down, that's not strength. That Rayburn building, I don't know if anyone, Sam Rayburn had a great quote. He said, any, forgive the language, jackass can tear down a barn, but it takes a skilled carpenter to build one.
What does that mean?
Tearing things down is not strength. Trump is not a builder. He's a jackass.
Yeah. Maybe you should check into the Trump organization's buildings. Gavin? Newsom's attack is classic deflection, calling Trump weak, while his own policies release dangerous criminals. Speaking of which, Sacramento Sheriff slamming Gavin Newsom's elderly parole program, which is allowing David Funston, a serial child, you see the word there on the screen, go free. David used candy and toys to do things with children as young as 4. A judge called him the monster the parents fear most. Sacramento Sheriff slamming Gavin Newsom.
I got a phone call from a retired sheriff sergeant who used to work child abuse back in 1995 about this case, David Allen Funston. He helped investigate it. He was angry because he read he was being released. I had no idea about it, read the LA Times article,
Brian, I'm not hearing anything.
They spoken and got the wheels rolling. So yesterday they printed out probably thousands of pages arrest reports on Mr. Funston, of the cases he did. And take us back to 1995. He was out preying on children in the Sacramento area. We're talking children as young as 3 to the age of 7, molesting them. One young girl in North Highlands kidnapped her, molested her very viciously, drove her to Placerville, and kicked her out of the car after punching her. Think about that. He was caught eventually through the hard work of the sheriff's office, did a great job investigating it. Thousands of pages of interviews of children. And one thing about these kids, they were resilient. They did an amazing job IDing him. And back then, as a parent or anyone around kids, hey, don't take candy from strangers. Don't follow anyone. Don't get in someone's car. This is what he did. Lured them with candy, Barbie dolls, toys, and abused these kids horrifically. Horrifically. He was given 3 consecutive terms, 20-year terms. He should have been in prison the rest of his life. Unfortunately, in 2020, a bill was passed.
I couldn't hear anything. I guess it was only on the right channel. Brian, maybe you can make an adjustment there so that everything on this track goes out mono. That'd be helpful. So the Sacramento Sheriff gives us the horrifying details that prove this isn't politics. It's about real predators walking free, and the media is taking notice. Jesse Waters
got a new pitch. I'm dumb.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. And I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy.
I'm just as stupid as you are. Kind of funny way to run for president. Personally, I want a president with good test scores, but that's just me. Remember, Biden was last in his class, and we remember what happened. Then knee pads told the crowd he couldn't read.
You've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in.
Can't read? Well, then what is he doing here? Gavin says he has dyslexia, so a reporter asked if he was ever diagnosed, and Gavin's team told her to F off. So according to Gavin, he has a learning disability, bombed his SATs, and struggles to read. That's obviously a pretty big obstacle he's overcome, and because now he's governor of California, and we respect that, but he's also a terrible governor. And he also wants you to know, besides dyslexia, he overcame poverty.
My mom was always working, so, I'm cooking, literally lived on Stouffer's lasagna, macaroni and cheese. I got finished, 2 pots of macaroni and cheese and got bored.
Black Americans didn't really love what Gavin was saying down in Atlanta. There were a lot of whites in the crowd, but the man's been pandering hard. This was the second stop on his little book tour. And let's just say it's not off to a great start. Kind of like AOC's European tour. She's still crashing out after freezing up like Joe.
If you think that I don't understand foreign policy because out of hours of discourse about international affairs, I pause to think about one of the most sensitive geopolitical issues that currently exist on Earth, I'm afraid the issue's not my understanding, but rather the problem is perhaps you've gotten adjusted to a president that never thinks before he speaks.
Oh, just shut up.
Who's that snoring in the...
Shut up. Jesse Waters picking up on the story shows us breaking into the mainstream, but here's even bigger scandal that's brewing. Issuing a pardon, Gavin Newsom, to Sambun Faimani, erasing his 1997 conviction on 10 counts of premeditated attempted murder and effectively shielding him from being deported by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Newsom's latest pardon shields attempted murderer convict from ICE deportation. 10 counts of premeditated attempted murder. Washington Times reveals Newsom isn't just releasing criminals, he's actively pardoning them to block deportations. The story gets even more explosive. Newsom pardons criminal illegal migrant convicted for attempted murder. New York Post headline right there, confirming the pardon story is exploding nationally. But wait till you see who else is on the Newsom's judgment list. His way of bonding with black people is to tell them how stupid he is and he can't read. This means my first read on him was correct. He's been handed so many things, put in high positions he never earned or deserved.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you.
Playing this again without Jesse Waters interrupting, it puts it in much greater context. So I'm going to roll it back. You'll hear it. I mean, he literally thinks that black people can't read. They can't score high on these tests.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. And I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in.
I still can't believe he said that. I can't read. I'm just like you. Yeah, that's Gavin Newsom for you. And the mask is completely off now. Newsom thinks minority voters are stupid enough to fall for his fake Solidarity Act while he endangers their communities with criminal pardons. This is Democratic governance in 2026. Racist pandering combined with pro-criminal policies to destroy American neighborhoods. Newsom's California is what happens when virtue signaling meets criminal coddling. Will pardon attempted murderers to score political points while telling black Americans he's just as dumb as he thinks they are. This is the Democrat Party's real agenda: protect criminals, pander with racism, and destroy public safety. Trump would never insult Americans this way while simultaneously endangering them. The contrast could not be clearer between America First leadership and this woke disaster. So do you think Newsom's racist pandering while pardoning violent criminals disqualifies him from any future presidential run? Let me know in the comments. Check out the Next News merch shop for gear that triggers liberals like Newsom.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.